Big picture mode's a good one to blame. It's also unfortunately like the only way you can get pro controllers to work sometimes.
Yeah. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right, we have Abza versus Raster. So these two players, so the end of 2019, I believe, was it 2019 or 2020 when these two players were number 2 and number 3 respectively in the world.
Yeah, you're right.
I believe the following year, Windows took a step back from iOS to focus more on content, to focus more on streaming. And now we see him playing some other games as well, but after such a long time, we get to see this in the flesh finally. Once again, Penguin versus Windows.
Give this nice honk to look forward to. I like it.
The honk sends a message.
It does. It absolutely does. Oh, there's the legendary mints. You know, one of our own players in Arizona recently started bringing mints to the venue, but he couldn't find a small mint container at the store he worked at. So he ended up buying a big 1,000-count thing of mints that's in this big metal, like, discus. It's just in the trunk of his car, and he'll just, like, take it out of the venue, sit it on the table, and just take one time. It's Night Slash, the Crag.
That's funny as hell.
Ooh, looks like we're going straight to Jules. Okay, I respect that. Yeah. Stage that both of them can do a lot on.
All right, so I have an interesting question to start things off. Has Windows been playing Raster the whole day? Because during the course of the online era,
good question.
Windows played very little Raster. He played primarily Crag and Ori, and also messed around with a few other characters.
I didn't get to see a lot of his sets today. I wonder if he went Crag for a lot of them. He may have. He may have gone all Raster, though. I know I saw him going Bradshaw against somebody earlier, but I didn't get to watch enough of the sets to see if he stuck the bird all day.
Part of why I asked the question as well is a long time ago, Soroas told me that Windows specifically counterpicks against him in the opposite matchup. And he did give me the impression that that was a player-specific thing. But it does make me curious if we might see other characters from Windows in this set as well.
That would be really cool to see. Just like ones that he knows maybe Penguin has a harder time with. But the thing is, this is Penguin. If there's a character that he has a harder time with, I feel like Cake Assault would have gone it by now. Like, it's rough, man. Penguin's kind of amazing, but so is Windows, so...
Yeah. Oh, and there's the clap!
Ooh, okay. Good start.
Oh, getting the first opening off that invisible respawn. It's always impressive watching how top players respond to their opponents being invincible, because I feel like this is a game state that isn't talked about very much, but it's a very one-sided game state. When you're invincible, you get a full 2 seconds of iframes.
It's true.
That's an insane amount.
And the only thing you even have to remotely think about is, if they parry me, they get informed.
True.
But that's it. Aside from that, you are in a very, very good position. It's kind of cool to see how the opponent deals with that.
Oh, going for a read there.
Got the parry, though. Maybe get something out of it. Yeah, just pushing Absa off stage is kind of tricky, right? Because you want to hit her, you hit Absa, she DIs just as hard out as possible, and you don't get a follow-up, and she recovers. It's hard.
It does feel like Absa's drift is particularly good at exploiting Raster's style of combo game. Like, Raster feels like a character whose combo game is very dependent on getting these soft reads on DI direction.
I would agree. Yeah, absolutely. Went for the up tilt spike. What a legend.
Woo! Nice falling lightning kick, taking the first game fairly dominant fashion.
That was pretty good for Penguin. I want to see... I don't even know what stages we're going to really see them go to. I see Fire Capital, Rockwall, and Blazing Bands. And I'm just thinking in my head, what do these stages really have in common?
I guess the high platforms.
Yeah, I would say maybe it's a higher up platform.
Is Penguin concerned about Raster doing some top platform capping?
Or even just getting a hit and using a platform to go a little higher.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
If Raster can find kills off the top, I mean, Opsa's super light and super floaty. Oh, clap? No. Keeping it safe. Yo, just casually falling down. That was the most casual fall I've ever seen.
I love that. It's such a funny mix-up, because, like, they expect a fastball, you know, or a recovery move, and you just do nothing.
It's the no mix-up mix-up.
Gets you every time. Ooh, okay. Kind of walling them out. Being patient, not overextending. I respect it. You're fighting the bird, and if you're just a little impatient, that'll happen to you. So, I totally get that.
And Windows now going to play a more conservative game after taking that stock. He's content to just hang back into the corner a bit, make Penguin do the approaching, and seeing if he can get a punish by forcing Penguin to overextend. Stacking on a little damage in the process so far.
Yeah, but it's extra credit, right? So, like, any hit he gets matters so much more than what Penguin's hitting right now. Woo! Penguin needs a stock, and he found it. Didn't get too much damage, too, so, you know, maybe this is big. Maybe that's Penguin kind of saying, hey, you're not going to be able to play this defensive versus me. Like, I'm going to get in.
Yeah, and Penguin has already evened things up. So much damage off those lightning kicks.
Ooh, okay. Just pressure him a bit. Not really ooh, okay.
I like that. Putting the cloud high, forcing Windows to go just a little bit lower, and then aiming the lightning kick below the cloud.
Yeah, that's
nice coverage.
Cloud play in general is something I think Penguin's just amazing at. He'll set up a cloud and won't even necessarily kick the cloud. He'll kick you because he knows that you're afraid of the cloud and trying to dodge it, right? He'll call you out before you even know where you're going.
Yeah, the cloud is... I feel like there are a lot of mechanics in Rivals like this where when you create a form of stage control like cloud, what you're doing is you're sort of conditioning a response from your opponent.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And every time you condition a response, that gives you an opportunity to bait and get a really hard punish.
Yeah, no, I agree. And you'll see that all the time with him. Like, count the amount of Cloud Penguins throwing per neutral interaction, right? And he'll get parried 1 in 5 or whatever. But the other 4 are just controlling stage, making the opponent play a way he wants them to play.
Yeah, I know Penguin often talks in terms of the Cloud versus parry interaction generally being like a 75-25 roughly in Alps' favor. Because there's just so many like timing and spacing mix-ups with how you put the Cloud. You know, the parry's an 8-frame window, and 8 frames is pretty solid, don't get me wrong. But if your timing is precise enough, you can create mix-ups around that. And
Absolutely.
punish players really, really hard based on that.
And honestly, the biggest downside to parry isn't the amount of lag that you're in out of a parry, but rather the lockout to be able to parry again.
Oh, that's an interesting point.
Because out of a parry, you can still jab, you can still, you know, push a button, and it'll come out relatively fast, but you can't parry again, which means I know for a fact if I throw a cloud at you, that's it.
That's really interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I hadn't considered that as a way of sort of like establishing tempo in the matchup.
And that's something to remember when you miss a parry, too. You're not completely out of options, but you don't have the ability to parry again, which is kind of scary. But also nice, because back in the day, that was not the case.
Yeah, that's another good change. I mean, I think in the super early access versions, there was no parry cooldown at all. You could just spam it.
Oh, Dolphin Brick. Goodness gracious, 187, and Windows just not finding a way to find the stock.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you know what?
A fair?
Mid-screen forward air is fine. We'll take that. That's a stock.
I wasn't expecting that to kill.
It's a kill move.
That's 1-1.
Windows looking a little more confident. That's good.
Although Penguin was doing a really good job sort of like bringing back the momentum that last game. I mean, Windows had the lead for almost all of it, and yet Penguin was still able to push him all the way to the very edge. Like,
Absolutely.
Windows really was just one kill move away from losing.
And that's what's kind of terrifying, right? Both these characters can really just steal stocks. they absolutely can, but they're forced to play so slow, defensive, and look, there's just such safe openings that they're not really able to find those stocks as easily as they would against another character.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting dynamic, right? Because Raster as a character, I expect to have more explosive punishes at low percent and better ways of actually getting in, but I expect Alpsa to have the more consistent kills at higher percents. Because Alpsa's safe normals can kill in a way that Raster's can't as well. Raster sort of is looking for confirms more.
And the confirms just kind of stop existing at a certain point. Whereas Absa, you know, up tilt and F tilt are just always going to set up and do a kill move.
and so when these characters manage to like take each other to high percent, it becomes a game of can Raster just like win neutral over and over before Absa can find the really strong kick or the really strong up air.
You can always see Penguin start fishing, right? He's looking for those up tilts, those F tilts. He wants to end the stock now. But you still see Windows just kind of dancing around him. Just right out of his range at all times. I like his use of Nair 1. Just hitting with the first hit of Nair and just hit falling it and going for something else. It's kind of neat.
It is a cool mix-up because it just happens so fast that if your opponent feels forced to try to react to both first hit up mix-ups and like double hit mix-ups, it becomes really difficult for them to find the right DI.
It's true.
Oh, and once again, oh, big combo here for Windows. Aiming up the corner pressure. Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Penguin with an instant reversal here, just trying to turn it around, turn it into his edge guard.
Doing a good. Oh, nice controlling center. That's exactly where Windows wants to go, and Penguin knew it.
Ooh.
Oh, the soft kick. Even the soft kicks are so scary.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Penguin
Especially
maintains
there.
position.
Ooh.
Oh!
No, yeah, Penguin hits you with a back air or a pair or something. It's terrifying. It doesn't have to be a sweet spot. Same thing with Absa or Penguin. Yeah, Rasternair. Rasternair is also in a similar boat of just, it's scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, you know, Windows has the lead right now, but, like, honestly, it feels like one solid interaction for Penguin could even this up.
Yeah. No, I would agree with you.
Oh, is this it?
That
Oh!
might be it? Okay. Stocks matter so much more than percent does.
Yeah.
Especially with such explosive characters. I would honestly rather be at 100% versus a Raster than at 0.
Look, I always say damage is a myth. Damage
It's
is a myth.
true.
Position is everything. Damage doesn't count until you get the kill.
It's
it
true.
literally just doesn't.
You can live till 300, you can live till 50. But this here, that was
Good
amazing.
find.
That was amazing. That was so patient. He had to drift back that clap, too. Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, both these characters require just such amazing microcontrol in the air to properly play their spacing game. Both of these characters, they play aerial footsies with each other in a way that I think you don't see in most matchups. And I think that's so fitting for two air characters in Rivals of Aether. I feel like it really captures that essence.
I agree. And these are the 2 original air characters, right?
Yeah. Counter pick
Wow.
the Spirit Tree.
I guess we are just done letting our opponents live past 60%.
On both sides?
Wow. We almost saw it there.
Oh my god!
Jeez, Windows.
Windows with all the momentum now to take the set. But if Penguin, if anyone can bring this back from here, it's Penguin.
Oh, absolutely, man. I will never count out Penguin ever. But I like the Culver's chant that started in the crowd.
Can you give me the history of this chant?
It's some Illinois stuff, so Wisconsin, Illinois. From what I understand, they're a pretty tight-knit crew, tight-knit friend group, and they like their Culvers.
Gotcha.
That's all I can think of. Maybe, I don't know if Windows is from there. I don't know what Windows is from, actually.
Well, you love seeing the camaraderie, and oh my god, Penguin! Wow! Last target winners! Okay!
Penguin is not going to give this up without a fight, though, and Windows knows it. I wonder if we're going to see like a more aggressive Windows for this last stock, where he just wants it to end.
We might. Oh, yeah, Windows is pushing it. Windows is pushing it. Penguin
This stage has really paid off for Windows so far. But it might bite him in a butt in a minute if he doesn't find this.
Yeah.
Wait a minute!
Oh my god!
That's it!
Oh my god!
That's 3-1!
Now the pop-off! Yo, put the camera on them. The pop-off! Yo, let's go, Windows. Taking the set 3-1 in spectacular fashion.
That was amazing. They're hugging. They're just having a great time. Man, Windows.
Dude.
So proud of you, man.
Congratulations, dude.
Getting a set on Penguin at a major like Heatwave.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the raw emotion that comes out with this game.
So good, man. You love to see it.
Like at this level of play, these players are absolutely being pushed to the absolute brink. Every aspect of their psyche is being pushed to the absolute limit.
It's true.
And it becomes a contest of who can hold on without tilting.
Worth saying, Penguin's still in there, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Because now we're going over. That was the last of our winner's side. And just to clarify, this is still just top 8 qualifiers.
I think we have one more winner set, right?
I think this that. Well, you have one more? Oh my gosh, we had another winner set. I'm bad.
We're
All
spoiled.
right, that's fine.
We're spoiled
We're
today.
getting so many good sets, man. That's okay. We got another winner set, but Penguin is still here. He's going to be in. Yeah, I think it was 3-1,
Yeah,
right?
it was 3-1.
Penguin's still here. He is not out of the bracket. He's just
Oh,
on the
no.
loser side of it, man.
In fact, I expect to see Penguin go into just a complete flow state in losers and just completely thrash everyone in his path.
Penguin
like
and
I've
Cake.
seen Penguin just hard adapt and just get into a state where it looks like he's unbeatable. It looks like he's an impenetrable wall. And I'm really excited to see how he adapts in losers, or how he just like
terrifying.
holds, how he just like keeps that